Let's go. Good morning, everybody. It's June 3rd. Today is our anniversary.
Hey.
And, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess.
1 year.
1 year today.
Yeah, 1 year anniversary. Oh, it's cool today.
It's a little windier than I thought it was going to be. Let's walk out, take a look at the garden, and see what we got going on out here. Now, I just watched a gardening video, and
I need to mow this.
yeah, I need to mow that grass. And that gardening video told me it's time to plant my watermelons.
Wait, I will show you the small fruits. Oops.
So these are the melons that we're supposed to be planting today.
Ah, look at this.
Yeah, there we go. This is Crimson Sweet watermelon. It's a small patch. It just goes about halfway up there, and then there's a few pumpkins, and then a different variety of melons. There's probably not enough room here, but they got a vine this way, so we'll see what happens here.
Three. I got three fruits.
He says he's got 3 melons in there.
4, honey, 4. There's a big.
Okay. Oh yeah, good start there.
Yeah. I have watermelon.
All right.
Oh, watch your step.
So this is our tomato patch, and for a long time we were worried that we weren't going to have any tomatoes. First, we didn't have any flowers,
But come look.
and so we went to work and weeded and fertilized and got flowers. Then we didn't see any fruit,
And now,
and a friend told me to withhold the water on them and stress them a little bit.
oh, there's 2.
So we did that, and now we got all kinds of
2.
fruit down here. So we give them a little water yesterday because they were getting some leaf curl. I thought, well, you can see here they still got a little bit of leaf curl. We're gonna let them set today, and then tomorrow we'll put some more water on them and give them a little bit. I think I let the water drip for about 2 hours yesterday, and so tomatoes are coming along pretty good.
Yeah, there's a
Still
lot
got lots of flowers. There's lots of fruit. If you look out through here, you can see it everywhere. We were literally freaking out thinking we weren't going to have any tomatoes, but
few weeks and then we got started to pick.
we're hoping that by 4th of July we'll wind up with some red fruit here. So we got 2 varieties of tomatoes here.
Celebrity
beef,
and
big beef or big red beef, and celebrity. And the first 2 rows of tomatoes down there, we started those in the greenhouse in December before we went on our road trip, just to see if the greenhouse would stay warm enough overnight to germinate things, and they did. And we planted those. We're not sure what they are. They look like heirlooms. These few rows here were the last that went in, and they're going to be the last to get fruit. But I see fruit coming in down on the bottoms here, and there's fruit here too. So looks like we'll be having tomatoes here. Got a row of beets here, double row actually. We got some beets here that are just,
some already like this.
yeah. There's some here tennis ball size, some a little bigger. Then we have a later one to come on. Looks like it's time to weed this. This row of zinnias that we planted to help attract our pollinators. And seems to be working. We're getting cantaloupe. Look at that damn Johnson grass in the cantaloupe. Yeah. These zinnias really are pretty. We get a bouquet of zinnias every couple of days now. Got a little bit of spinach here. Yesterday this spinach looked dead. It was about 98 yesterday, and no wind. And this spinach, I think some of it did die. She was holding off water in those onions and it killed the spinach. Got eggplants here and some chard down here. And out there we have some jicama. This row here is jicama, which neither one of us have ever grown before. So we're hoping, some of our Mexican customers always asking us about jicama, so we threw in a row. We'll see what happens here. If it turns out to be a good thing, we'll put in a couple of rows next year. But
need the water up there.
Yeah, it needs some water today.
Cantaloupe coming up.
Here's our cantaloupe. We need to get some water on this today too.
Yes.
But we're starting to get cantaloupes forming here. I saw a big one here. Here it is.
And here.
Here's a cantaloupe starting.
Last year all our cantaloupe like this, round like that.
Yeah, we got.
But look at this. Why two varieties?
I don't know what the deal is.
What
we got
happened?
football-shaped cantaloupe, and we're not sure how that's happening or why. This is all supposed to be
like this.
Hale's Best Jumbo, all of it, which we find is a super sweet cantaloupe. Easy to harvest. They turn yellow. You roll them back and forth a little bit and they just fall off the vine. They're ready. Just chill and eat. Here we have a row of lemon cucumbers, and these 3 rows here are F1 hybrids. This is the tastiest cucumber I've ever eaten. Not really a big cucumber eater, but with this cucumber I find myself sitting down and just eating a cucumber, which I've never done in the past. I would eat cucumber on a salad or something, but or make a cucumber salad, but just to sit down and eat a cucumber wouldn't happen.
There's a lot of big cucumber.
Yeah.
See, this is
that's a lemon cucumber. We have some people that won't buy anything but lemon cucumber, and I never grew them in the past because they don't last. You put them on the table and they're good for one day. So here we got Boston picklers, which are putting out really good. Right now we're getting about a half of a 5-gallon bucket every other day off of these, and there's a pretty fair-sized pickling community here. Once the locals realize that we're harvesting, then they'll start dropping by and buying pickles. But we have customers that come and buy 8-9 pounds of cucumbers at a whack. One guy buys 20 pounds every 3-4 days. He eats them like candy. This is our okra patch. We just started harvesting this. A few days ago we probably got 1 pound, 2 pounds maybe. We went through and pruned them all yesterday. So they're starting to flower, and they're getting more flowers every day, but the pick is small right now, but it's going to pick up here pretty quick. This is third plant of corn. It's on the schedule for water today also. Second plant of corn, it's on the schedule for water today also. This is Avalon triple sweet corn. Here's our first planting. It's tasseled, and I was worried that this wouldn't pollinate, but
Yeah.
we're getting some. This one looks like it's pollinated. See, it's turning golden on the, or bronzy on the silk, so we're getting some pollination here.
Yeah.
And I need to get in here and inoculate these ears to combat earworm. Although last year our first planting of corn had no earworm, but second planting of corn started getting earworm, and third planting there was plenty of it. So I think the earworm don't find the first planting, but by the time this is picked out, they've discovered the oncoming crop. So yeah, we're getting silk. We'll inoculate this with some mineral oil, and that'll keep that worm out of there. So need to get to the drugstore and get a bottle of mineral oil. This is our squash patch. We're getting plenty of squash off of here now. This was picked yesterday. Here's a couple that are ready to go. This is crookneck. We got some patty pans. And of course the zucchini. We got gray zucchini and just a traditional black zucchini. This also was harvested yesterday. We harvested some cabbage out of here yesterday. This is Dutch flat, I think these are. Yeah, these are Dutch flat cabbages. Make a really nice cabbage for sauerkraut. But some of these are ready. This one's still a little soft, but they're coming. So I was kind of surprised at the heat we get here. It's going to be 97, 98 here today. And the heat causes this stuff to go right to seed. But we harvested a little broccoli out of here yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually from over there, but we have broccolis coming here. We found a variety of broccoli that tolerates the heat a little better, and so I'm surprised. I've tried to grow traditional broccoli here, and I get little button heads about big as my thumb, and that's about it. So here's the last of the radish. It's time to plant some more radish. That gardening show I watched this morning also told me now is the time to plant my chilies. And as you can see right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of chilies. And I'm supposed to be planting these today. And this gardener's from Southern California. He's down around LA somewhere. But he says if I put them out too early, they'll get stunted. And these have been out for I think we set them out here in April. This is a row of habaneros I was complaining about in my last video last month. They were very small. They're finally starting to take off. But these are the slowest growing things I've ever planted. So, and as you can see, these Hungarian wax peppers, they're putting out already.
We need to pick some. Here,
We're getting
here. There's a big.
we're getting peppers already off of these, and this is California Wonder sweet pepper. And we have a pepper in here called Big Red that is a big sweet pepper that I thought was a hot pepper, but it's not. I just was checking the invoice from True Leaf Market, where I bought a lot of this seed this year, and that Big Red is a big sweet bell. So
My onions.
this is Emmy's onions. I've grown onions here every year, and I can't grow onions for shit. And Emmy comes from an onion farmer family in the Philippines, and so she took over growing onions, and she's got some beautiful onions coming here. I grow onions that look good, but they don't put on a bulb, and they get a neck as big as mine. And
Oh, the broccoli.
look at these broccolis. Now, I've never been able to grow this.
Here.
I usually get a broccoli head.
We need to pick today, I think.
I'm
or
not kidding you,
tomorrow.
big as my thumb, and that's it. We harvested a broccoli back here the other day. Right here, we took this one off, and we already got 4 new heads
I just want
coming
to
back.
taste. I just want to taste tomorrow what tastes like.
Got marigolds in here to help keep the bugs away. We got a terrible aphid problem with the cabbages. We don't have it with much with anything else. Eventually, cucumbers will get some aphids, but cabbages guaranteed we get aphids. So we planted a lot of marigolds in here, and I'm told that the smell of marigolds will keep that moth away. That keeps laying eggs. But Jesus, look at this! I've never seen
ready.
cauliflower or broccolis like this, and they're just every one. And
Oh, this
I'm-
is ready.
I'm really surprised. Here's a cabbage that's ready. This is either
They start to
this is Gloria Vanquisen, I think. This cabbage head will grow big, 10 pounds, no
Oh,
problem.
look at this broccoli. I think it's a pig.
Yeah, it's ready.
And put in the bread. Oh, look at this green. Wow.
Yeah, nice. Yep, we got to cut some of these. Get them in the refrigerator. We got 2 different types of cabbages here, Brunswick and Gloria Vanquisen, which is a German cabbage. The Brunswick, I'm sure, is probably German too. Most cabbages are. And well, all 3 varieties we have here. The Dutch Flat will produce a huge head, and these other 2 varieties, Brunswick and Gloria Vanquisen, also produce a large head of cabbage. So here's more proof that I should be planting my chilies today. Got water running on my compost pile up here. Need to get it turned over again as soon as I can. It's kind of tough. I can't turn it over by hand anymore. A few years ago I could, but I can't now. Here's our artichokes. We clipped this guy off and just tossed his fruit the other day. He put out a lot of
Yeah, it turns
lot
to
of fruits.
good.
There must have been 14, 15 pieces here, but they were all real dry. This guy here, right next door, putting out nice artichokes.
Oh,
The tips are still green. But on this guy, these were all dried out on the ends. Really not very appealing. We got a row of cauliflower here, I think. It's cauliflower or broccoli. And I think, is this left over from winter?
Yeah.
And it's
Romanesque.
some,
Broccoli.
yeah, this is Romanesque broccoli.
Yeah, look at this tag.
And yep. And they're just not doing anything. Beautiful plants, but no
head.
no fruit.
No head.
No heads coming. So I don't know what we're going to do with this. Probably just keep an eye on it and see if we get anything off of it. But we got some more broccolis here. I think is the Romanesque variety, or these are cauliflowers. But we're starting to see evidence of heads down in here.
I think need to ready to pick this. Look at the leaf.
Yeah, here's another. Yeah, this guy's nice and hard, ready to go.
Yeah, but it's going to bad if not. Here also.
Okay, so that's the status of the garden here on about the 3rd of June 2025. Emmy's green beans here that Chief swore were dying. This is another thing we're supposed to be planting today, according to our Southern California gardener. This is Filipino sitaw green bean. It's about a foot long.
Long string beans.
Long green bean that
I think it's still wet.
really tasty bean, and
No
actually
need water.
sells pretty good here
No
too.
need water yet.
We got to get this row weeded and replanted.
No, I pull the radish first.
Yeah. I've grown radishes in the past and never sold any. But this year, believe it or not, we're selling radishes up on the table. So, well, that's it. June 3rd garden update 2025. This is Farmer Glenn from Uncle Bubba's Orland Farm. Everybody have a good day.